Hello YouTube, I'm Joshua Simpson and today I'll be explaining to you exactly why the metapixel alone isn't good enough and why you need to track your website users even when you don't advertise. So what is the metapixel? The metapixel is a piece of code installed on your website that helps you better understand the actions that people are taking on your website. It's mainly used by people who advertise on Facebook and Instagram to optimize their advertising for certain actions such as purchase or signing up to a newsletter. However, even if you're not advertising, you still need to have this installed because at some point down the line when your business grows or you decide that paid advertising is the path to growing your business, you'll massively appreciate the data that metapixel has collected on your most valuable customers. For example, if you want to reactivate old customers or drive repeat purchases from your customers, the metapixel allows you to target this audience. If you want to find people that are similar to your customers, it allows you to create a lookalike audience. A lookalike audience essentially is an audience which takes your most valuable customers and finds people that are very similar to your most valuable customers. This also applies to other ad pixels as well, such as the TikTok pixel or Pinterest pixel, anything that basically tracks website visitors. But the effect of this is that tracking became a lot less accurate, along with interest targeting becoming a lot less accurate as well. The main issue is that the pixel either underreports events or over-reports due to statistical modeling, which is the way that Facebook started to report ad performance from now on. Or even it won't underreport, it might not over-report, but it can even miss events entirely. So since iOS 14 has been implemented, what I've noticed on client accounts is that Facebook might report that we've made 10 conversions in a day. However, if you look on the client's website, we've actually got, let's say, 15, 20. So the pixel is missing a lot of this data, which then causes problems when Facebook tries to optimize your ads. So basically, Facebook has a learning phase. It has a learning algorithm that's trying to understand who responds best to your ads. It also has a problem when you're trying to analyze your own ad data and make accurate decisions based on data. This causes huge problems when it comes to Facebook's learning algorithm trying to understand who responds best to your ads, as well as when you want to analyze your data and make accurate data-based decisions. There can be instances where you might turn off an ad that appears to be performing very badly. However, in reality, it's the one that's generating the highest return. And this is sort of the trouble that comes with just using the metapixel alone. However, there is a solution that brings us a little bit closer to the power that the metapixel once had, and that's the conversions API. So combined with the metapixel, the conversions API uses a direct connection between your ad account data and your website, allowing Meta to gain more accurate insights into ad performance. It allows you to better optimize the ad targeting. Therefore, you're going to have a decreased cost per result. So I've brought this down into basically 4 simple steps of how the conversions API and metapixel work together to track your users and give you better data. So the first step is the user scrolling on Facebook or Instagram, sees your ad and then clicks the ad to enter your website. The second step is basically your website using the metapixel to track users' actions by using first-party cookies. Step 3 is the server which hosts your website will save the user's information. Then the fourth step is when the user triggers an event such as purchase or signing up to a lead form. The server makes a request that contains information about the event and about the website user and sends that directly to Facebook's server. Tracking through the API gives you a lot of benefits that the metapixel alone does not, such as giving you a better overview of multi-channel marketing customer journeys. So let's say you're advertising on multiple platforms, you're going to have a much better overlook of how your multi-channel marketing is performing. You'll be able to overcome ad blockers, and you'll also just have better control over the data that you share with Facebook servers. Because some people really want to maintain privacy, only share certain data with Facebook, and you're going to have much more control over that. The way that you can optimize better with conversions API tracking or CAPI tracking is basically so with increased accuracy of event tracking, you're going to get a much more complete view of your marketing data and actions that your users take on your website. The key to marketing success is making data-driven decisions, and without accurate tracking, your decisions are going to be based on inaccurate information, or almost false information. And so my sort of analogy for this is like the metapixel alone is just like having a map, and the conversions API is sort of like the compass that you can use to navigate that map. You'll also have better optimization when it comes down to Facebook's own machine learning, as I mentioned before. So when the pixel receives inaccurate information, Facebook's going to optimize your ads for the wrong audience, show it to the wrong people, and it's going to ignore people who are most likely to take your desired action because it's been given false information. However, on the flip side, the more data that Facebook has on your valuable users, the ones who are actually taking action, the ones who are purchasing, signing up, and basically the people that you truly want to target, the more data that Facebook has on these people, the better that the algorithm is going to be able to target those people. This is also one of the key reasons why I would never recommend running traffic campaigns to your website when you're seeking conversions, because basically you'll be feeding the pixel with data that's irrelevant to your marketing objectives, essentially polluting your pixel. We've had clients in the past where so they were working with us, things were going really well, we were scaling, and then for some reason, the client wanted to change up his marketing team, which is fine. But then, after a few months, he wasn't getting the results that he was getting before, and he was losing money at that time because the other agency was literally polluting this pixel, doing a whole bunch of things that don't make sense, giving the pixel data that it doesn't need for conversions. When the client came back to us, it was a bit of a battle trying to get the account back up to what it once was. However, after a while of giving it good data on its actual data on the business's actual customers, the most valuable customers, the pixel over time did relearn who we want to target. Just to recap, the metapixel is one piece of the puzzle when it comes to user tracking. Alone, it's used for event tracking. But due to iOS 14 changes, the metapixel has become very inaccurate. But using the conversions API and a pixel together gives you the most accurate view of your users' data because of a direct connection between your website server and the Facebook server. Using the conversions API gives you a more complete view of your users' data, which allows you to make data-driven decisions on more accurate data. It also feeds Facebook with the data it needs to seek users who are likely to help you meet your marketing objectives. So I'm not sure if you know this, but this is my first YouTube video. If you've enjoyed the video, if you got value from it, you'll see the subscribe button below. Tap it to keep up to date with all of the latest marketing news strategies and much more to come. If you have any feedback as well, or if there's any sort of topics that you want me to discuss, then just leave it in the comment section below.